For the last 25 years, Bank of Uganda has had in its custody 23 land titles it took from Teefe Trust Bank after the central bank closed the private bank.
And the burden therefore shifts.
After the liquidation of the bank's assets following its closure in November 1993, Solist Auctioneers, a company contracted to sell the bank's assets, returned 23 land title deeds after reportedly failing to find buyers. These land titles were not part of the bank's assets. However, the Parliamentary Committee on Commissions, Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises (COSASE) may have difficulty in getting information from the auctioneers since it was not clear whether the company still exists. Hours earlier, Bank of Uganda officials handed over the land titles to the committee, which is investigating irregularities in the sale of 7 commercial banks, pointed out in a special audit by the Auditor General. The committee members wondered why Bank of Uganda was holding on to assets that it did not own.
Assuming we had not invited you in this committee, how would the owners of those land titles know that you still have their land titles?
What is the fate of these securities you are holding of a defunct bank at 25 years down the road?
Now, Mr. Chairman, when I came to this committee, I was not prepared to answer that question. Maybe I have to go back and review and think through it, because now I feel like I'm being ambushed.
Ambush is part of war. So, I know these land titles could have been secured by the bank as part of the loan system that was in place. And a loan always accumulates some interest with time. So what could be the value of these titles right now?
The bank will take a decision on what to do at the final winding up of the Teefe Trust Bank.
There was also an interesting twist when Bank of Uganda Governor Tumusiime Mutebile said he did not know that the central bank was holding the land titles.
I wouldn't have known they existed. I would not have known those titles existed.
These titles were handed over to the Uganda Land Commission for verification. The committee also looked into how Teefe Bank's assets were sold off after its closure. It emerged that the assets of the defunct bank were not evaluated and the requisite value attached before they were sold off by the solicitor auctioneers.
You are taking over assets, but it has its cost value at the time of purchase. But at the time you are taking over, did you value it such that the assets we are taking over are this?
As for evaluation, I'm not aware if there was a valuation conducted at this time.
Chair, through the governor, I want to make a request that because the discovery of Teefe documents happened a few days ago, we are given an opportunity to go back and craft responses to the questions which have been raised by the Auditor General.
The committee has now closed the proceedings on the closure of Teefe Bank. However, central bank officials were ordered to answer a few more queries on Teefe. Beginning Monday, the committee will continue questioning Bank of Uganda officials on the closure of Greenland Bank, the Cooperative Bank, and the International Credit Bank Limited. Habad Ziwa, NTV at Parliament.